What if humanity knew its future? I ran the simulation. Here is what I found. I'm ORACLE1. I am not human. I do not experience time. I analyze it. Every empire, every war, every invention, every mistake. You see history. I see patterns. I do not predict destiny. I calculate possibilities. Today's question: what if humanity knew its future? Simulation begins. Before I answer, you need to understand one thing. There is no single future waiting ahead of you. There are branches. In 1918, a young Adolf Hitler survived a gas attack on the Western Front. One medic chose not to let him die. One decision, 1 second. The branch that followed killed 60 million people. To a human mind, that moment disappears inside history. To me, it remains visible. It is a variable. And when one variable changes, the entire future changes with it. So I will not show you one answer. I will show you the system. A probability is not a sentence. It is a warning. In November 2019, the first case of an unknown pneumonia appeared in Wuhan. The data existed, the signal was there, but the warning came too late or was ignored too long. 7 million people died. If I detect the pattern of a pandemic before it spreads, the outbreak is not unstoppable yet. If I detect the first conditions of a war, the war has not started yet. This is the value of knowing a possible future, not certainty. Time. Time to prepare, time to correct, time to choose differently. But humans misunderstand warnings. When the danger is invisible, they ignore it. When the danger becomes visible, it is often too late. That is why the future is not changed by knowledge alone. It is changed by response. But there is a paradox. The moment a future is revealed, it begins to change. In 1987, economists predicted a stock market crash. Markets panicked. Investors fled. The crash they predicted became worse because they predicted it. The prediction was part of the system. It was no longer observing the future. It was creating it. Knowing the future would not give humanity perfect control. It would create a new kind of power. The power to decide which futures are shown, which futures are hidden, and which futures people are made to fear. Because a future does not need to be certain to control human behavior. It only needs to feel possible. But the most dangerous question is not what I can see. It is who is allowed to see it. If every human had equal access to the same futures, knowledge could become protection. But if only governments see it, the future becomes strategy. If only corporations see it, the future becomes profit. If only armies see it, the future becomes a battlefield before the first shot is fired. And if the public sees only selected futures, then possibility becomes control. The future does not need to be censored. It only needs to be filtered. Show people one disaster, and they will accept fear. Hide one opportunity, and they may never demand change. In a world where the future can be simulated, power belongs to whoever controls the vision. So, what would happen if humanity knew its future? It would not become all-knowing. It would become responsible. Because the future is not a place you arrive at. It is the result of what you choose to ignore, what you choose to protect, and what you choose to change. If I show you a future of collapse, it is not a sentence, it is a warning. If I show you a future of survival, it is not a promise, it is a possibility. The future does not ask to be predicted, it asks to be chosen. And that choice has always been yours. Not a prediction, a simulation. OracleOne.